Hey guys, what's happening? Cross here, New Loot live stream. I'm going to be streaming some Euro fishing from Dovetail Games. Got a bit of a spending spree. First of all, get rid of these points that we accumulated yesterday. So without further ado, let's get in. So we've got 8,293 points. Mate. No, I'm on PC today, mate. So no Xbox One version today. So let's spend these tackle points. Let's get over to the tackle shop. So, what baits do we need? There's a couple more rigs here, size 4 rigs. We've got all the 6s. There's a size 4. Size 8, size 6 weed, so we've not got a chod, but we can't unlock that anyway. Gonna get this one. We'll have that one. We'll have that one as well. What's that gonna leave me with? No, we'll leave that one. Let's have a look at baits. So really the one I'm after is that one. We need to unlock loads of stuff to get out that one. That one as well. So let's go back over here. Let's get that other rig. Let's get that one, yes. Okay, tackle box. So I've got 2 silt and a gravel. All I'm short of is a weed rig chod for size 6 as well. Then we've got all the size 6 rigs. So I'm gonna let's have a look at the line on this rod. And I'm gonna put 20-pound line on that one. Let's Start a game. Probably not on Xbox today, mate. Just getting to grips with this new PC. Right, we'll see if we can catch some more of these boss fish. Actually, I'm gonna go back to main menu. Let's have a look what boss fish I've actually caught on St. John's. Boss fish, St. John's, and we've had big common twice, black eye, pale tail, black cat. I think I've had one more somewhere. Is it Spotty? I thought I had Spotty as well. So there's lots to go for yet on there, so we'll go back on. Match settings. I think I'm going to try a short day. Let's try that. If you wonder what I keep looking up at, I'm looking up at the chat screen, which I've got on the wall. Right, let's try the favourite peg. And the wind is blowing into this peg again. It's very dark. AM. I think I'm in the middle of the peg there. Right, let's rod select. So it's silty on this edge where I'm going to be fishing here, so we're going to go with the KD rig. Let's try activate boiler. Can always change if nothing happens, so right. It's pretty much where we want it. Rod 2. Rod 2, I think I'm going to go with the iVis pop-up, like yesterday. Seemed to work pretty well. Stick it on the size 6 IQ. We're going to aim a little bit left of rod 3. I'll do. Rod 1. I think I'm going to put rod 1 along that edge as well. I think on this one we'll put, well, we've got activate, we've got iVis. I think I'm going to put the tiger nut on it. Could have really done with the 15mm tiger nut. I think 20 might be a little bit big for this rig. No, we'll switch to the 18mm dumbbell. Oh, got a bite. Looks like it's in the net. See what we've got. So this was on the activate. It's only a little one. £17.8 mirror. Rod 2's going. Just pick that rod 2 up quickly. Ah, it got off. Damn you. Rod 3's going again already. I think we've got a big one on here. It did the little wiggle thing. In the net. It wasn't a boss fish, so it would have taken a lot of line. It's a bit bigger. Nice common. $24.6. Oh, it's going again. It's on fire, this one. Rod 2's going now. This one doesn't seem to want to move away from that edge. What's that, mate? When was the last time I went fishing? Real life? I haven't been at all this year. Just waiting for the weather to warm up a little bit more. Perhaps start going in June. Get myself a rod license in June. Did a bit of a mix last year. Did a bit of carp fishing and a bit of just old the old coarse fishing, float fishing a few times as well. Yeah, I've had a few. My biggest in real life is like 23 mirror. I've had a couple of 20s commons, but my PB's a 23 mirror. Right, let's get this one back out. See what we've got here. Oh, that's a bit bigger. Oh, that other rod's going again. That's nice, nice fish. 29.5, biggest so far. Pop that back, let's get hold of this other rod. It's taken a little while to get used to playing on a PC again, using the mouse and the keyboard. Other rod's beeping and it's not even in the water. Right, what's this? Did I see this tail of a cat? added. Little poisson chat. Got my Mercedes hat on today, supporting the old Mercedes F1 team. Unfortunately, Lewis didn't win, but Valtteri Bottas did, so it's good for the team. At least we beat those Ferrari drivers. Let's get this one back out. This is rod 2. Get this in this corner a little bit more there. Now, am I going to get the chance to get rod 1 out? Along that edge. Near where those those reeds are. Let's try and get a bit further over. It's not very deep. Let's find the drop off. Leave it there a minute. Oh, rod 2's going as well. Double take. I'm sat here with my fleece on because I've got my PC under the desk and it's kicking out some serious cold air. So I thought I'll put my fleece back on. Get a little bit warmer because it is proper cold. The draft that's blowing up from underneath. I suppose it's good really, it shows that the computer's running nice and cool. But not for me. Be alright in summer, like air conditioning. Switch to the other rods. One's doing the little wiggle thing, so I'm wondering whether that's a boss. It's definitely doing the wiggle. It moves, then stops and wiggles. Watch. Watch it not do it now. I'm going to turn the drag up a little bit. Let's go to 40. I'll be much happier when I've got the rods that I'm more used to, the cork handled Sonics and the Tonos 10,000 reels. I know, mate. Need to paint the wall behind me green. How you doing, Jay? Although this this cam, it comes with Personify, Chroma Personify, where you don't need a green screen. You can just change the backgrounds, but I wasn't that keen on it when I tried it. Turn the mic up. Is that better? A bit closer to my mouth. Although Let me turn the gain up a little bit. Now, is that better? Or is the game sound overpowering the voiceover? If that's the case, I'll just turn the game down a bit. I think this is a boss. That's it with these Blue Yeti mics. You need to have them like within a certain distance to your mouth. But then you end up so that it's in the way. Good for doing voiceovers on videos like. I thought it was a boss. What is it? Is it a boss? Don't think it is it? No, 22. So yeah, the cam came yesterday, so I thought I'd set it up and give it a try today. Need to do the sort out my new overlays and stuff like that for the channel, but yeah, quite happy. Runs a lot better than when I was streaming using the old laptop. Let's let that go. Right, the others have got fish on. Let's see what we've got here. $24. What's this one? Yeah, man. Yeah, I got the piece. I picked it up on. I had it built. I ordered it on Monday from KC Computers in Bursker, between Wigan and Southport. And I ordered it, like I say, I went in on Monday. I'd had a few chats with the guys over there discussing the spec that I wanted. But I went in and finalised it on Monday, and then I picked it up on Friday. So yeah, set it up Friday evening. First live stream was yesterday. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it, you know what I mean? Top spec computer, way too high the spec for just for Euro fishing. I need to get a new game now, so I don't know any suggestions on games. I'm waiting for Call of Duty World War II later in the year. That'll be good. But I want something to test it. I've looked at Overwatch, but it's not really my cup of tea. So I'm open to suggestions for games to try, either on Steam or whatever. Which rod's this? Rod 3. I know you play a bit of Battlefield 1, but I've got it on. Let me just look. I've got it on PS4, but I don't really play it. In fact, I haven't played it at all online. I only played the campaign. I've got Ark. I've got Ark on Xbox One. I've had it since it came out, so I sort of played that to death, really. And then Eurofishing came out a little bit afterwards on Xbox One, so I switched to that. So yeah, Ark, I've not played it for a while, but I was pretty well into that, like. So you playing Ark, are you? Ark's good, you know what I mean, don't get me wrong, but I just played it a little bit too much. So I want something to test out the power of this PC. So I was thinking something like what's the ones I've been looking at? There's a game called Kingdom Come Deliverance, which looks quite good. But yeah, if you like Ark's a good game. I just have to buy it again on PC now. So if you wonder what I'm looking at, Jay, the chat is on my second screen, which is on the wall. So that's what I'm looking at. It is. It's a good learning curve though with Ark. It is hard at first, especially when you spawn in and all you're doing is running around in a pair of duds on a beach, and you've got dinosaurs chasing you and killer mosquitoes and stuff. Yeah, it is good. A good learning curve, but like I say, I'd have to buy it again on PC. I don't think I could go and play it again on Xbox. Probably get it on Steam. I think it's like 26 quid, something like that. It's funny, isn't it? You're smashing rocks to make little axes and pickaxes and whatnot. It's sort of like it's all these games have come about from Minecraft. That sort of crafting survival type thing it's all Minecraft based. And there's one called that was the one, Conan Exiles on PC, which is sort of like Ark, but they're not dinosaurs involved, which it looks pretty good. I don't know if you've seen that, Conan Exiles. I thought about getting that. I've just installed some shaders on Minecraft, a shader pack, and it makes Minecraft look absolutely amazing. So I'll be playing and streaming some of that. Need to start from scratch, so might do that later. Some of that later. Yeah, Conan Exiles. I'll just type it in the. I would have done. Typed it in the chat, but yeah, have a look on YouTube for Conan Exiles. Looks good, but it's another survival crafting. Crafting game. I fancy a zombies one. Something like DayZ, or there's one called Armour 3. So I'm open to suggestions what to go for next. But like I say, I just want something that'll test its power, test the graphics power. I did a benchmark test with it the other night, and it scored like 15,000 and something. So I believe it's quite a good score. Like, I don't know how good of a score, but a mate of mine was telling me that it's not a bad score. Yeah, it's like I say, I've not played an first-person shooter for a while on PC. The last one I played on PC was, it's going back some years now. I first started playing PC games around about the 99, 2000 on a game called Kingpin Life of Crime, and then I moved on to Medal of Honor Allied Assault, played that online, a few friends, and then Battlefield 1942 came out and we started playing that, and we had like a clan. So we used to play matches every Sunday against other clans. And then after that came... What was after that? There was like Soldier of Fortune and things like that. That's a nice fish, 29.5. But I sort of went then. PlayStation 2 and Xbox came out. So I sort of switched to console. So I've done console gaming for years. Got rid of my desktop PC. Went to a laptop, so I couldn't really do much gaming with it. And now I've finally got room to have another desktop, so... And we're getting into YouTube and Twitch and streaming and video making and stuff. It's better than using a laptop. So I've sort of made a future-proof one, at least for a few years. This will play all the latest AAA games at ultra settings. I knew that was going to go then as soon as I decided to cast this rod in. Kingpin was a great game, mate. Have a look on YouTube for footage of Kingpin Life of Crime, but have a look for the multiplayer side. It was awesome. I played that game for well over a year, constantly, every night, hours and hours and hours. That got me into it. Yeah, Kingpin Life of Crime. The characters used to do a lot of swearing, like there was a lot of profanity in it. Not for little kids, put it that way. But it made it so much more fun, like. You could set up keybinds and stuff so when you actually shot another player, it would swear or use like whatever sayings was in the game. A lot of the sayings were taken from films like Pulp Fiction or The Big Lebowski. Yeah, it was a really good game, like, hours of fun. Kingpin Light. I've still got the game. Still got the original game here. Still runs. Still got all the add-ons that I got for it on a CD that I'd saved. I wish they'd do a new version of it. That'd be awesome. Ooh, saw that fish then, topping. Let's cast out there to it. But yeah, it went a bit serious when we started playing in the clan on Battlefield 1942. That was the first of the Battlefield games. And then I think after that it was like Battlefield Desert Combat came out, like a mod for it. That was pretty good. And then came Battlefield 2, which I think was on one of consoles. So which of the Battlefield games have you played, Jay? Have you only played Battlefield 1 or have you played others? Did you play Battlefield 4? Where's the fish gone? Disappeared. Looks like it's stuck somewhere, that. dragging out the reeds then. What have we had? 12 fish, £270. Did you watch the boxing last night? I watched it on my... we was out at a family party, so I had it on my phone. So I watched it like Anthony Joshua. I don't think Klitschko will fight again after that. I didn't watch any of the interviews afterwards, but he well did him like. I think he just bided his time till he was a bit tired, and he nailed him. Alright, so you've only played Battlefield 1. I got Battlefield 4 with my Xbox. Yeah, he well nailed him, mate. Round 11. I thought as the match went on, it would have been more in favour of Klitschko, but he did him like, it just came out in that 11th round and he was having him. I think he knocked him down. I think he went down twice in the 11th round, and then he was just on the ropes and AJ were just pummeling him. So the ref stopped it like. Sad really, because, you know, he's been a good one, Vladimir. And I don't like seeing anybody get hammered like that. Especially when he's been like a good champion. But yeah, our guy won. That's the main thing. I think next on the cards will be Tyson Fury will be coming out the woodwork, I think. Number 20. Nearly on level 11 here. Couple more fish. Should set me up. So yeah, that's a family shindig, so didn't get to watch it properly. Just had it on my phone. Let's try and get this one out. I think I'm going to put this out that way. That rod 2's going to go. Okay, mate. I might try and do some Twitch later on. Might go on Twitch. See if some of the old followers are around, like, get them in the channel. But yeah, speak to you later, Jay. Thanks for joining, mate. trying to get off that one. It's not very big. Yeah, man. Catch you later, dude. Right, I think I'm going to move. Let's close this peg. Let's go for a wander. Go down this edge. The wind's blowing down this corner, so we might have more luck. So yeah, don't forget guys, give the video a thumbs up if you like, and give me a subscribe. I'm gonna try and add daily videos or live streams from Eurofishing to Minecraft to some other stuff that I'm hoping to start playing. So we'll try this peg. Right, face the water, which way is the wind taking us? Right, this has got the £20 line on, so I'm going to change to that. And we're going to go down this edge here. Yeah, sorry mate. I was explaining before. I've got two screens, but one of my screens is up on the wall to my left. And then I've got a window to my right. So it's just a case of if I want to read the chat, I sort of look to my left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reposition the cam so it's sort of in between the two, so I'm not quite looking up and left as much. I'm looking more towards the cam to read it. But yeah, I'll sort that out. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I've not got some like weird twitch where oh. Rod 3's going. No, mate. She's not even in. She's out with the with my daughter and the dog. They've gone out for the afternoon. So I've got a bit of peace and quiet for a little bit of streaming. What I should do is just wear shades, and then you can't tell where I'm looking. I think this is a big fish, you know. I think this is a boss. It's stripping line. It's big time stripping line. It's taking me along that edge. Yeah, this is a boss, guys. Let's turn... I don't want to turn the drag up too much and end up losing it. Yeah, we've got a boss fish here. It's given up. Let's get it in. Come on. So that's on the 20-pound line. What is it going to be? Is it going to be? It's definitely a boss. Oh yeah, big cat. Which one is it? Pale tail, leveled up. Great fish. First boss of the sesh. So yeah, how about that? Had him before, but you know, good 522 tackle points from that one fish. Let's get that back out there. Two-tone. Well, because I've switched from Xbox One version back to PC version, there's loads of boss fishes I've not had on here yet. I've had Black Eye, Pale Tail a couple of times, Black Cat I think, and a couple of others. Oh, the big common, I had that twice in a stream yesterday. I had it twice in like half an hour, so... What I'll do at the end of this stream, I'll go back to the main menu and I'll have a look what I've caught on this lake. And I haven't really played Presa del Monte Bravo at all on the PC version yet. I have had the PC version since early access, but I didn't really get into it because the Xbox version came out. What have we got here? This is... Let's turn that drag down again. Well, 3's going as well. think this is a boss, guys. Another boss on this. Rod 3 keeps doing the wiggle as well. Don't know if you've noticed that when you get a decent fish on, it'll run, then stop and do like a little wiggle. I've noticed it on Xbox, and this is a boss. Definitely, it's took me right into that corner. You're after Megalodon. Well, I've had Megalodon, so I don't know if you've seen the video that I did called Bravo Boss Fish, I think it's called. It's on. It's in my playlist for Dovetail. This is another cat. I catch Megalodon on that, and Cheetah, and some of the others. 6 boss in total. Another big cat. I did the best thing, moving to follow the wind. Spotty. That's 2 boss cats. Take a screenshot. Oh, it's got off. That's because I was messing about with this. That's a nice fish. 58 pounder. I was using the 20 pound subline, called a subline. I wasn't using the 25, I was using 20. In the video that I've done, you'll find it on my channel, I actually show you which lines and rigs and baits that I use. So, but yeah, I'm sure it was on the 20 pound subline. No, sub braid. Called a sub braid, 20 pound. In fact, let's check this rod that I've got here. I'm sure this is the same line. Yeah, there you go. Called a 20 pound S sub braid. That's what I added on. Pretty much same rig. Rod wise, I used the Sonic S4 carp rod, 12-foot carp rod with the cork handles. That's what I used rod wise. Reel, I used the Sonic Tonos 10,000s. Right. It doesn't actually snap you. I've spoken to Dovetail about this early days, and they said there's no physics in the game for the line to actually snap. The fish get off when you've not got the right setup for that particular fish, because it works on like percentages. So if you got, say, the right bait, that will give you a 50% chance of catching that fish. If you had the right bait and the right rig, that'll give you say 75% chance of catching that fish. But if you grab the right line and the right rod and reel, that bangs it up to something like 90-95% chance of catching the fish. So one of those elements that you've got wasn't right for that fish. That's why it got off. They don't snap, the line doesn't snap. So I suggest going from the £25 Supernatural, because you will catch fish on it. Certain fish you'll get on it. Doesn't mean because you've got the biggest line that you'll catch the biggest fish. Doesn't work that way. So I hope that made sense. So yeah, the line doesn't snap, mate. There's no physics in the game, and that's come directly from Dovetail. I've seen a lot recently with people on PlayStation 4 saying the line has snapped and stuff. It doesn't snap. The PlayStation 4 has got issues with fish going into the landscape, which the Xbox One had when that came out. But if they bear with it, I'm sure, you know, Dovetail will be on with patching that. But yeah, that's how it works. That's how the physics of the game works. That's why at the beginning you don't catch the big boss fish, or if you do catch a boss fish, you're lucky. It's only as you start progressing through the game and you unlock more tackle and the better gear gives you a higher percentage chance of catching a boss fish, whatever the boss fish is attracted to that particular gear. So I'm going to try, which rod's this? This is rod 2. Let's have a look what I've got on here. So I'm using an IQD rig on this rod 2 with 15-pound sub braid. So that's like, this is the 15-pound version of the 20 which I've got on my other rod. Using an iVis pop-up. So obviously each part of this kit gives you a percentage chance of catching a bigger fish. So the more you get, the higher the percentages. But I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to stick with that because I've had them two boss. Let's get that back out there. Also, another added variant is the weather. The weather conditions, time of day, and which way the wind's blowing. I always follow the wind if I can. Fish on the wind, so wherever the corner of the wind's blowing to, you fish towards that. And that'll also give you that extra few percent better chance of catching a particular fish. So my advice for beginners, I'm not saying you're a beginner, but my advice for beginners is just keep catching and catching and catching. Doesn't matter what you catch, just get those tackle points in, unlock all those items, whichever direction of the tackle shop you want to go in. If you want to go in coarse for the float, if that's your bag like, or if you want to go for the bigger fish, concentrate on the bigger rigs and the bigger baits. Right, well, the only time I would use a 13-foot rod, I certainly wouldn't use it on Del Monte Bravo, because unless you're fishing from like the top end of the lake and you're casting down to what you want to reach the dam wall, but I'd just stick with the 12-foot carp rods, because most of the time it's not a very big cast. The only time I'd be tempted to use the 13-foot extreme rods is on here, where it is like if you wanted to fish, say the wind was blowing straight across the lake and you wanted to fish one side and fish the far side, then you could use the extreme rods. This is the only lake where you need them. You don't need them on Bravo. Oh, thanks, Sasbo. Much appreciated, mate. Yeah, you know, anytime I'm streaming, just jump in the chat. Any advice, or if you can give me any advice, you know, I'm not an expert. I'm just passing on things that I know. Yeah, jump in, give me a shout. Also, stick it in the chat, in the comments. If you come back to it and let me know how you get on, if the advice has helped, you know what I mean. But yeah, thanks for the thumbs up and the sub, much appreciated, mate. This rod 2 seems a bit more active than the others. Right, there is a deep trench here if you fish this lake. There is a deeper trench. It drops down to about 10 feet deep. I don't think I'm quite left enough for it. Let's reset. I'll see if I can hit it. Cheers, man. Much appreciated. So I think if you aim towards that last set of trees there, on that side, the left side, and then give it a big cast, you can see fish jumping in that area. There is a deep, and you reel back, it should drop off to about 10 feet. There it is. So that's like a deeper part. Give that a go. Just grab a quick slurp. What other games do you play, Asbo? I'm on the lookout for a new PC game that'll actually test this new PC that I've got. So I want something that looks good. I've seen a few people playing a game called Overwatch, but I don't know if it's I want a first-person shooting game or some sort of survival game. I'll be getting Call of Duty World War II later in the year. I'm waiting for that. There's one called Player Unknown Battlegrounds, I think it's called. That looks quite interesting. On PC, on Steam. There's one called Arma 3. Conan Exiles. I don't know if I've had Ark suggested. I've already played Ark on Xbox One. Right, this is another boss. By the looks of it. Is it stripping line? Yes, it is. Going back to rods and reels, Farm Sim. I've got Farm Sim 15 on Farming Simulator 15. I've got that on PS4. I got that a couple of years ago. Oh, that sounds good. I might have a look for that on Steam. I do like those sort of games. I'm a bit of a geek, really, but you know, I've got Minecraft and stuff like that, which I quite like. I've just installed the shaders and on Minecraft, and it makes it look absolutely amazing on PC. That's a 22. Oh, which rod's this? 2. Right. One's still got a fish on. Let's get that one in. I'll have a look at that then. So do you play that, yeah? I'll have a look on. I'll have a look at some videos on YouTube. Like I say, I've got 15. I played it quite a lot. I just found it it was a little bit limited. It didn't really have that much going on. Let's get this in that deeper trench there. That'll do. Wow. You put some time in then, there, mate. 1,000 hours in. Although I'm like that, I was like that with Eurofishing on Xbox One. I didn't play anything else for months. So if I went back and check on my Xbox stats, how many hours I put into it, God, it's a lot. But I'm quite enthusiastic about the fishing games. Always have been. I'm a fisherman and do a bit of fishing in real life. You don't have to be, I suppose, to enjoy fishing games, but so see, since the 16th of October, you've put about 1,000 hours into Farming Simulator. There's a little tip for you. I don't know if you noticed that then. When when you've got a fish on, and it gives up and it changes to the blue symbol, and you've got a fish biting on one of the other rods at the same time. Once it changes to blue, you can just put the rod down and leave it there. It'll be fine. It won't get off while you play the other fish. So what format have you got your Farming Simulator on? Is it on PC or Xbox or PS4? Yeah, yeah, definitely. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean about games like that. I used to be like that with Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies. Started in the morning. Before you know it, you've been on it like 12, 13 hours. Come on, I want to catch a boss carp. We've had two boss cats. Yeah. Well, I've been streaming using Elgato from the consoles through my laptop for a while, but I've just bought a new PC, high-end PC, so that's why I've switched back to it. Right, I'm going to check my weight, what I've had. Quite a lot here. Right, 23 fish, 553 pounds 6 ounce. Let's keep going. Let's get some more tackle points. Sun's going down. I've got it on simulated simulated winter. So that's short days. So it'll be going dark soon. You can see that the sun's getting really low now. It's always been the same, mate, hasn't it? You know, PC and console fanboys. You know, I'm not a fanboy of any description. I've got PS4, Xbox One, and a PC now, so you know, whatever the game is on and looks best on, that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm not gonna say it's better than this console or it's better than that PC. I just play it because I like it and it looks good. I just haven't bought Eurofishing on PS4 since that came out because I've already bought it twice and I'm not buying it again. So I haven't actually seen Eurofishing on being played on PlayStation yet, so I don't know how it looks. Good. I hope you are, mate. Hope we can collaborate on some streams or whatever. Or play some multiplayer together. So I've gone from like PC to console to PC, back to console, and now back to PC again. It just takes a little bit of readjusting to keyboard and mouse gaming rather than controller. I'm hoping later in the year to have enough money together to buy the Oculus Rift VR. A mate of mine, he's got the HTC Vive, and when I tried it, it absolutely blew me away. So I might invest in the Oculus Rift a bit later in the year. I did look at the PlayStation VR, but at the time you couldn't get one from anywhere, which was around Christmas time. Now they're available. I think now I've got this PC, which is well capable. I'm gonna go with the Oculus Rift, I think. But that'll be later in the year, closer to Christmas. That Rod 3 is looking like a boss, the way it's moving. Although this could be one as well, the way it's taking line again. Stripping line then. Yeah, this is a boss. Yeah, well, I played about 5 hours on my mate's HTC Vive, and it didn't. I was a bit sweaty because you get a little bit hot in those headsets, but apart from that, no, I was fine. I don't think my wife could use it. She gets motion sickness just by watching me play like a first-person shooter. I think you're either that way inclined or you're not, like. I think what put me off the PlayStation VR was the fact that I've tried it and I've enjoyed playing it on the Vive on a high-end PC, and I didn't want to spend like 350 quid on the PlayStation version and then be disappointed that because it's not as good as a Vive, because like I said, Vive, it's like the top end of it. So that's why I thought maybe Oculus, go for the one in the middle. I think this might be a boss, you know. I follow a guy on Twitch called Zimtok, and all he does is stream VR games and stuff. That's all he does. He's got all three setups. So if you're into Vive, or into VR should I say, have a look at Zimtok on Twitch. Zimtok TV. Oh look, I bet this is the one that we've already had. It's looking like it. Pale Tail again. I didn't get a screenshot first time, so we'll screenshot him this time. There we go. Pale tail twice in the same sesh. Let's have a look what was on the other, because the other rod was definitely... Oh, just a sec. Telephone. This one was definitely a boss as well. Yeah, this is a big carp. Awesome. Here we go. We've got a boss carp finally. Is it big plated? Big plated. Check him out, man. That's a beautiful looking carp. Yeah, I agree, mate. The graphics in the game do look better on PC, definitely. The fish look more realistic when you've got hold of them like that. So big plated. He's a new boss that I've not had before on PC. Let's let him go. Which rod was this? This was rod 2. Fish are now right under my feet here. Still got a fish on rod 1 that I need to bring in. Wow. I think it's about... The score that you can see there is weight in kilos. So I'm on 303 kilos. I think it's about 440, something like that, for £1,000 of fish. So we'll aim for that in this session. See if we can get £1,000 of fish, and then we'll go back to main menu, see how many points we've got. I thought that was another boss then, you know. 27.15, you'd love to catch them all day long, wouldn't you? Right, we're on rod 1. Let's get rod 1 back out. Put it towards that corner. Right, we're right in the trench there, 10.5 feet deep. That's cool. Let's leave that where it is. And then we'll get rod 3 back out. Oh, rod 2's going. So 4 boss so far in this session. 3 boss cats and a big carp. So yeah, just something that's come back to me. So if you start losing loads of fish, you know, the fish get off. Go back, look at your setup, look at your line. Yeah. Well, I'll show you where the gravel bar is on here. Obviously, because this is a real life lake. Right, which rod is this? I'll show you. if you want to fish on the gravel bar on here, there's a gravel bar that runs from that little end bit there to mid lake, and it's about 70 yards out, and it's about 9 yards wide, and you will catch on that. I've caught a lot of fish on that. There is a lot of gravel patches all round, but there is a bar that runs along the middle of the lake, and I've caught quite a few on that. Right, oh, it's swimming back. So where it is there, that fish, this is a boss. A bit more to the left where that bush is, and then it runs out halfway across the lake, and it's about, like I say, you need a rod that can cast to about 70 yards. If you want to fish just the other side of the gravel bar, you need to fish to about 75 yards. This is a boss. It's starting to rain as well. Which one is this? Hope it's not pale tail again. Oh my god, I think it is. Oh no, snake. Another one. Not had him. Screenshot him. Snake. £50 on the nose. Wow. So that's a few boss fish now. I'll have to put it in the description of the video when it, after I've live streamed, that I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boss fish in this session. Let's let him go. Right, which rod is this? This is rod 1. I'm going to show you now where that gravel bar is, if I can reach it. So this is probably the where you want to aim your right hand rod if you fish off this peg. If you want to fish all 3 rods on this gravel bar, put your rod 3 about there and do a reset. You need a max cast. When I'm only using 11-foot rods, so I'll have to max cast it to reach it. On near enough. So let's see if I hit it. There you go, there's the gravel. 62 yards out. From about 70 to 60, that is the width of the gravel bar. It's about 9-10 yards wide. I haven't got a gravel rig on, so I'll have to reset. And it runs, I would normally put one there, one a little bit left, and then if you see, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a gap in the shadows on the lake, like an A shape. I will put my rod 1 in that gap as well, so all 3 will be on the gravel bar, and you will catch there. And it's about between 60, say 65 and 70 yards out, you'll land on it. I've fished the live tournaments a lot on Xbox. I used to do the daily tournaments. Finished in the top 10 twice. Once for September, and then I did it again, and I finished in January, I think it was, or February. Finished in top 10 for those months. So that's another, if you like a bit of competition fishing, that's another good thing to try. And the daily tournaments, you know, the different every day. Different lake, different species. If it's either quantity or maximum weight. I haven't actually done any of that on PC, just did it on Xbox. Yeah, like I say, have a look at your setup, mate. Let me know where you go on. Hope you catch a few boss. Oh, that was me banging the mic. This isn't very big. Tiddler, compared, £16. Right, what's that took us up to? 30 fish, £787 in total weight. Let's keep going a little bit longer. Oh, rod 2's off. Rod 2's got that little wiggle. It's got that little boss wiggle again. Let's see if it takes line. Oh no, it's coming in. Let's have a see what it does. I think it's swimming towards me. Either that or it's just another little one. Oh, it's only a little one, this. Came straight in. £15, smallest of the day, that. I'm gonna change from that high vis 15mm pop-up to the 18mm dumbbell. See if that helps. That changes things. I can always change back. Cheers, mate. Thanks, Asbo. You take it easy, mate. And yeah, hope to catch you in the stream again pretty soon. And good luck with the fishing. Hope the bits of advice will help you out, mate. Yeah, and thanks for subbing, mate. Much appreciated. it's gone proper dark now. Look at it. Thanks, mate. Oh, put that rod down quick. Let's get the other one. Big thumbs up. Right, what's this gonna be? It's swimming in. It's not taking line, so it's not a big fish, not a boss fish anyway. It's definitely going dark. Look at that now. Somebody's just switched the lights out. Another 243 tackle points. Let's let it go. Right, I think I'm at the end of that like deep trench though. It must slope back up towards this right hand corner. Five feet deep. Let's reel it back a little bit, see how what the bottom, the depth changes to. Let's try and get more in this corner. Right, there's a limit though. It like stopped it in mid-air. So I'm going to leave it there near them reeds. It's gone a little bit quiet now. Now it's gone dark. Right, we've got fish in front of us here. Because sometimes it pays to bring your rods from distance and just underarm cast them out in front, just in the margin. So I think that's what I'm going to do with rod 1 at least. Let's reset that, and we're going to underarm this one. How do you do that on here? Oh, Q. So short cast. Let's just short cast it out. Just leave it there in the margin. Now there are a few little gravel patches just in front of these pegs along this side. The gravel patches are more like they're more in between each peg, but you can find them if you want to fish margins at night, because I think the fish do move in. Right, let's switch to that other rod quick. Right, and we've got to run on that margin rod 1. There it goes. So like I say, it had gone a bit quiet. That's doing the wiggle thing. So if it does go quiet on you, the bites stop. Just change things around a little bit. Sometimes produces... Oh, that rod 2 is still moving around. I think this is another boss, guys. Guys and girls. Don't know if girls watch, but yeah. This is definitely another boss. The way it's moving around. Right, that's given up. Let's switch to rod 1 before we lose it. They all count towards that magic £1,000 of £1,000 of fish in a session. I think that's what I'll call this stream at the end. When it gets processed, I'll change it to £1,000 of fish in a session, including a few different boss fish. See what we have at the end. Don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind the sound of my voice and my ugly mug. You're always welcome. Right, that's a 25-pounder, 289 tackle points. So let's get that back. Before I bring the others in, I'm just going to recast this. Let's put it back out. happened then? That wasn't supposed to happen. Drop that there. See what we've got on these others. It's a nice looking fish. 24. Right, this weight's climbing now. Let's bang that one back out as well. That's rod 2, so we want to get that back on that trench area. So we've been live streaming now. It's 1 hour 50, coming up to 1 hour 54 minutes, and we're coming up to our £1,000 on St John's. Is this another boss? I have a feeling this is a boss, guys. Yeah. Now is this big plated again? It is. Big plated twice in a session. 46 pound, 511 tackle points for that. I'm going to screenshot him because I had him in the day, and I'll have him, a picture of him in the night as well. So let's let him go. So what's that took us up to now then? We're on 35 fish, £919 6 ounce, so not much more. Another 81, another just over £80 to get the 1,000. Oh, we've got another run. Rod 1, the merging rod. Let's get this one in. What we got? 5 minutes. If I could get the 1,000 in 2 hours, I'd be quite happy with that. My record time for £1,000 of fish on Xbox One version is 1 hour 51, I think it is. On that, but that was on Presa del Monte Bravo, where the fish are a bit bigger stamp. So you don't need as many to catch as many to get your 1,000. Whereas the fish on here are a little bit smaller, but I have had some decent fish in this session. We've had Paletail, Spotty, Snake, Paletail a couple of times, and now we've had Big Plated twice, and a little tiny cat. What weight's that? 20 pounder. Let's get this one back out here. I'm going to try get it so the wind is blowing it straight at me, which is there. Oh, that one's still out. Let's leave that one there. It's rod 3 that I want to move. There seems to be a lot of fish jumping here, so I'm going to try putting this one out here. See what happens there. Oh, rod one's off again. This will be bringing us close to the 1,000 now. Right, this is stripping line. It's taking us out. No, it's not a boss. I had a feeling it was going to be a boss then when it started taking line. It's in the net. It's common. 24. Right, game time. I started at 5 AM and it's now 8 PM. So we've done 12, 18 hours game time. And quite a lot of fish in that time. We're just over 2 hours in the stream. Come on, let's get this 1,000 and see how many tackle points we get for a £1,000 of fish. It's another little cat, another 20-pounder, so we're racking them up. Let's do a quick check. 984.13, so we'd call it 985. Another 15-pounder, and we've hit that 1,000. So come on. Come on, one more. Here we go, rod 2's going. Let's hit that quick. Let's get it in. And I'm gonna note the time. Even though I haven't been fishing 2 hours and 1 minute. Because I had to set it up first. But we'll call it 2 hours. For a £1,000 of fish on St. John's. Quite happy with that for a Sunday afternoon, bank holiday weekend here over here in the UK. If this was a real live session, your arm would be aching after a bit of a red letter day like that on St. John's in Oxford. That's ready. Rod 1's going. Let's hit Rod 3 first. So we've got well over 1,000 here. Well over. Would be nice to end on another boss. Would be giving it seal of approval. Don't forget, guys, hit that like and subscribe, and if you would, just click that little bell icon as well, and you'll get notified when I'm live streaming or when I upload a new video. I'm gonna be doing stuff every day from now on. Follow me on the usual social media: Twitter, Instagram. Links are in on my YouTube channel. I normally stick notifications on Twitter if I can't make a live stream. This has gone out all that way. This is another boss, but we're gonna hit that Rod 1 first before we see what we've got. Oh no, this is in the land. Right, that's gone in land. There's a way of getting them out. Just let it come out. This is the first time I've seen a fish go in land on PC version. Right, that's swimming in the land. Don't try and drag it out. Just let it. Just keep your line tight so that it doesn't bounce round to the red exclamation mark. And we should get it out. There we go. I think he's out. Is it out? Does it come out? Oh no, it still wants to swim under the bank. Right, let's just be careful with it. There we go. We've got him out the bank. That's the way you get them out. Don't try and bully them. Just be gentle and let them sort of just encourage them to swim back towards you. Look at that. Took me in the banking. You little tinker. £15 of that. Well, that's give us our 1,000. So we're on 1,000, and that's at 2 hours and 5 minutes streaming. So let's see what else we've got. 2 hours and 5 for £1,000 of fish. See what these are. $19. And I'm hoping this Rod 3 is a biggie, because it was in this right hand margin, then my right hand side here, and it took me all that way out. So I'm hoping, just hoping, we end this session on another boss. And by the looks of it, it's a cat. It's a big cat. It's probably pale tail again. Yeah, it's pale tail once again, but never mind. At least we've had a few boss in this session. Oh no, snake. So that's twice for snake, twice for pale tail. And what was the other one? We've had 5 boss cats in this sesh. And 2 plated twice. I've lost track. I should have written them down when I caught them, but never mind. So yeah, there's our screenshot of snake. There he is. £50 on the nose. So we'll release him and we'll go back to main menu. pack up the peg. So I think Ali's happy. There he is. Ali's chuffed. Ali Amidi. He's chuffed with that session. Let's exit. Let's get back to main menu. So we had in total, I'm going to screenshot that, £1,069.7 from 41 fish in a little over 2 hours and 5 minutes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching that. That's now given us, whoa, a nice total there. 17,346 tackle points to spend. So let's do as I did on when I named the stream, tackle shop spending spree. See, I'm gonna buy different rods. So I want that reel. This is a good reel to aim for. I was using this one, this Bait Shack Big Pit Reel 1000, but I'm going to switch to the Sonic 6000 FS. It's a good all-rounder reel. It will bring them all in. So we'll have that. And I'm also going to go with... I want these rods, to be honest. Sonic S4 Carp rods. I prefer the ones with the cork handles. That's what I'd like, but in order to get to that, I'm going to have to go and get tackled next door to them. I don't want the max distance rods. I'm going to go with this one. Sonic Gravity X. Carp rod 12 foot, or we could go this direction and get the Sonic SK4 XTR carp rod, which is a pretty good rod as well. But no, I think for now we'll go with these. Let's buy that as well. So we've gone from a 11 foot rod now, we've stepped up to a 12, and we can also change the reels, so we'll do that first. Let's change our rod to the 12 foot carp rod and reel to the Sonic 6000, leaving the line as it is. Do that on all three. Got 5,000 points left, so let's spend them as well. Right, they're float. I'm not bothered about float fishing just yet. We can do that later into the game. But in order to clock up, obviously, the bigger the fish, the more tackle points you get. So if you want to play to unlock all the gear, the quickest way of doing it is by catching the bigger fish. So unlock the big fish gear first. So like the 15-pound sub braid is a good start, good all-round line. Then work on your big baits and your size 6 and your size 4 rigs. Once you've got them, you should start catching the bigger fish. That'll then get you the more tackle points quicker and allow you to unlock the rest of the tackle quicker than it would by concentrating on smaller fish. Like, I don't know, the smaller sizes don't get you that many tackle points. So yeah, let's have another little look what else I can get before I end the session. Right, there's a gravel blowback rig. I've already got a size 4, I think. Let's have a look what size rigs I've got. Got a gravel, got a silt. That's gravel. That's That's the IQ. I'm going to buy that. I'm not bothered about line. I could do with one of those. The chod rigs. Size 6 or a size 4. But to get to that, I need to buy these other ones. So I might as well buy that. And that. And that. And finally we can get the size 6. So I've got one more left there, which will cost me 1500 points. I've only got 596 left. So, thanks for watching. Leave it there until next time. Take it easy. This is me, Crossy, over and out. See you soon. Don't forget, guys, like and subscribe if you would, please. It always helps. Take care. Speak soon.